Hello gamers and welcome back. I'm Rob, of course, or Warshack if you want to call me by my in-game name, and we're going to be playing some of that sweet Dragon Priest in this Road to Legend episode. I figured due to the fact that Dragon Priest will not be a thing when the rotation hits, I am pretty sure that we're going to get in as much as we can, and when I say I'm pretty sure I am, not that it's the most fun deck, but I'd rather take advantage of the ability to play operative along with all the other super OP dragons until that time comes, because once that time comes, ripperonis and that sweet chatteronis. We are joined tonight by some of that sweet fine wine because we are back in Florida. To be honest, we've had a couple glasses already, and hopefully it doesn't affect our playing abilities. Ooze, Northshire Cleric, and Historian. I think we go with these two. We get rid of these. The Northshire Cleric because it's turn 1, the Ooze because it destroys this warrior's weapon, and then we just basically hope we draw into some dragons, which we did. We have another 2 turn 2 play if you like, let's say he doesn't War Axe or something like that. Alright. Game volume is just a little too loud, to be honest. Let's turn that shiz down real quick. You know what I'm saying? Let's put that to 4. 4 seems really low too. So definitely coining the Ooze is really bad here. So I think I might coin the Nether Spite, because if he has War Axe, he'll use it and then I'll Ooze that. But if I play the Cleric, we're not drawing right away anyway. Well, the Cleric is 1, so we'd save coin, so then we could play the Nether Spite on 2 and then coin on 3 into the Twilight Guardian, but that leaves it so if he does War Axe, then we'd play Ooze on 2. We wouldn't have a dragon for the Guardian unless we draw one this turn. The chances to draw a dragon are fairly slim, but if he does War Axe this, I guess our best bet's just a Cleric. Like, we don't care about drawing the card. We're just basically baiting out whether or not he has the War Axe. If he has the War Axe, then we Ooze. If he doesn't have the War Axe, then he obviously trades his creatures in. We take less damage, and over the course of the game, we outvalue him. So this seems to be pretty good. This thing is all up in my grill. You just calm down. There we go. I don't know what the problem with this mic is. It's all red hot and dandy. All right, let's minimize this other stream over here. All right, what do you got for me, Pirate Warrior? Any surprises? Any surprises with you tonight? Arngrim, what do you got for me, fam? You have to have something special, right? I went to the beach today. Recommendation: don't go to the beach if it's windy. It was like 15 to 20 mile an hour winds, and that is one way to not be able to throw a frisbee, ball, walk, talk. There's sand flying everywhere. You're trying to talk and just, it feels like Gaara from fucking Naruto is shoving the sand demon down your throat. It's just awful. It was just a whole lot of not good. The hell? This guy gives no fucks. He's just all face. That is the place. So I suppose, do we heal? I don't think we need to heal. Like, I mean, yeah, we're just going like this. This is gonna make this guy tilt too hard. Unfortunately, all these suck. Volcanic Drake is the least sucky because a lot of creatures will die. If we trade into this, let's trade into that's fine. We'll take off the most damage from the board as possible. The reason I did this is we just need a dragon for the Twilight Guardian. So we Twilight Guardian. If you can't get it through one turn, then we Talon Priest. And on the same turn we Talon Priest, we can actually maybe heal depending on when we play it all. But the whole point is just to have him attack our Northshire Cleric. That doesn't matter whatsoever. The War Axe comes down. He's not going to be able to attack with it right away. He's going with the Dread Corsair. So this is all basically adding up for us to go with the Ooze. The Ooze feels pretty good. So this happens 100% of the time. Due to the fact that we have another dragon, coining into any 2-drop doesn't really do anything besides healing, and that's pointless. So we're just going to go with the Twilight Whelp, and we don't do anything but this. I know now we can't like Ooze an Arcanite Reaper, but the problem is that we can't take the bet that he's going to draw the Arcanite and then he like upgrades a bunch of times. So then we'd have to slime it anyway. The War Axe, that is. So it's best is we just take the value where it stands. It still had 2 durability on it, and now we can't play the 3/4 upgrade card if you have a pirate out. So Berserker, okie dokie, goes face with everything. Not really any surprises there. We know we can coin into Holy Nova, which is pretty super sick nasty if you ask me. So the play will go as follows. We're gonna go with the attack onto here, then we're gonna Holy Nova the Drake into there, and everything feels pretty good, right? There's not really, I don't see a better play to happen. Yeah. Yeah, that's a well played, all right. So it's like, what do we care about more, a 3-2 or a 2-3? Probably a 3-2, right? Because this kills a an elite, and now this costs none. That worked out pretty fucking well. The only problem with playing this dragon is we can't play the Twilight Guardian, but the thing is we have the agent anyway. So we could just go agent Talon Priest and it doesn't die to the Arcanite. Are you mocking me? Feels good, man. We are at low HP, but we haven't actually started healing ourselves yet. We've been developing so much on the board. So Dread Corsair, I guess a Leroy would bust through, but he needs more. Yeah, even 6 isn't close enough. He has no chargers to break through, so this just feels terrible for him. There's not going to be a way in the world we're going to swing any of our taunts into his creatures on the board. So he's going to have to attack the taunt regardless, or it's just going to sit at 7 HP and it's going to take up another turn. Yeah, he should have made that attack 100% of the time. So now we just play another taunt. So what are the best trades we can make here? This could just kill this. This goes there and this goes face. I know this dies. This kills this. This goes face. We're not scared of... yeah, I'm not scared of double... whatever it's called, Mortal Coil or Mortal Strike, because it only does 12 and he only has 7 mana, so it couldn't even use it this turn. Next turn he's dead regardless, is because of the damage on the board. Sorry guys, my thoughts are a bit jumbled. I'm trying to explain as much as possible, but the fine wine is stopping us. So he's gonna be at what, 11? We have 8 into 11, so there's not really anything he can do here. And on top of that, we could like Northshire Cleric, heal it, and that's 7 with 4 left over. There's nothing, we can't like, if we had 8, then we could like draw into a Corruptor and combo that with a Guardian because we have a Dragon in our hand. So the only other card we could have is a Holy Nova. I actually might drop a Holy Nova. So we run 1 Holy Nova, 2 Dragonfire, because 2 Holy Nova doesn't really do too much unless you're playing Dragon or Pirates, which we're playing now, which we just got lucky. But sometimes we run into like Jades or another Dragon Priest, and then like Holy Nova doesn't do shit. It just feels bad, man. I actually might make that slight change here. The question is, what would we replace? I'm not sure. Let's take a closer look. Dragon Balls, drag. I'm probably gonna forget to change the list, so we already have a Potion of Madness, right? So let's go to 1 Holy Nova, and then what would we replace it with? I don't want a big dragon because it's probably just gonna sit in my hand most of the game. So let's look at something that people really don't play around, but we could get some value out of. Thought Steal's not that terrible. Shadow Madness is not that bad. Song Stealer is not that bad. Shadow Priest really is not that bad either. A lot of people wouldn't play around the Cabal Shadow Priest at all. It's good against warriors for the most part. It's good against shamans a lot of the time because of the totems we could take. But the problem is we can't play till 6, which is just bad, right? Are we missing any like crucial dragons, like early game dragons? I mean, we have the operatives and all the big shit slayers, so I don't really see a problem with that. The Drake, I don't like Azure Drake, to be honest. A lot of people wonder why I don't play Azure Drake. I just don't like it. I mean, I guess we could play one just for extra draw, but we already have good 5 drops. We have operative and corruptor. Like, what do you need another dragon for? What do you? I understand this is a dragon priest, but fuck, man. We're not trying to accomplish that much. I really don't mind the Cabal because we got Bookworm and Cabal. I guess we'll throw it in there, see how it performs. If not, this will be our flex spot, right? So we'll just keep playing with it, and we'll see how it goes. And if I don't change the deck list, you guys who are actually watching and just don't go to a period, copy the deck list, copy pasta, and then watch it later and wonder why it's not in there, you guys will understand what happened. For those of you who, you know, do what I just say, fuck you. You don't deserve to know what happened to the Holy Nova. All right. Okay, should we hit Legend this month? That is the question. I know we're hitting Legend next month before the expansion. That happens 100% of the time, all the time. Like that's regardless. But the question is, do we hit Legend this month? There's really not a point to, because I'm not making any deck guides before the expansion. That's just silly, right? That's straight goosing. It's like, oh, let's make deck guides on decks that are viable for a week. It's like, why would I put all that effort in, and then the rotation hits and people are like, did you know that these cards are rotated out? It's like, yeah. I don't even think we play the Cleric. The only reason we play the Cleric is this is Zoo. And the question is, do we think it's Zoo? And I didn't really pay attention to how many cards he held in the opening hand. If he held more than 2, I would assume it's Zoo, because Zoo has a lot of early game cards that they would draw into that they'd want to hold. Reno, for the most part, is looking for particular cards, and there's a higher chance that they're going to mulligan for those particular cards because everything is a one of. Meanwhile, in Zoo, they run multiples. So it's like, if we play the Northsire at Zoo, we do fine. If it's not, we get punished. So I'm assuming it's going to be Zoolock, and I'm going to take the chance that, not Zoolock, but Reno. And, oh god, it's Zoo. We got punished. Fuck, I'm always punished, man. I always get punished, man. Alright, so we're actually going to keep that in our hand. We can actually just go double. How important is double here? Like, if it's Zoo, we just want to get on the board, right? I'm just going to put this shit down and see if we can deal with it. Because with Zoo, we just gotta go in, man. There's no playing around with Zoo. The chance of drawing a dragon or some sort of dragon synergy card is quite nice. Him going face is huge here. Now we can actually double attack and heal. Oh, Shadow Word Pain. How important is it that we Shadow Word Pain this Mechazar's Imp? I don't know. I really want to draw. But at the same time, I don't want this to live. But we can use the Shadow Word Pain on something better. So I'm just going to take the draw. Now the question is, what do we heal? The Cleric or the Whelp? Probably the Whelp, right? This is so awkward. We have double 2-drop in our hand. Next turn we have no dragon synergies. So next turn we could play these double 2 and then not have to worry about heal. The 2 attack going on turn 3, if he plays like a councilman, this getting corrupted anyway, the 2 attack trades into everything. So I guess it would be best to keep the Cleric, because the Cleric next turn could attack into there. We hit that and hit that. So like maybe saving the Cleric is best. If we draw Power Word Shield, that's huge. Unfortunately we didn't. The reason being is he's going to double trade into whatever lives, and if he double trades into the 2/2, he's going to have, both those cards are going to have 1 HP, which means the Cleric can pick them off, heal, and then we can also either combo with the Agent or the Shadow Word Pain. Oh, he's going to Peddler. See, like I said, he's going to double trade into the 2. He's going to have, these both are going to be at 1. Now we can easily trade the Cleric in, heal the Cleric, draw an additional card, and we kind of just go in from there, right? I mean, we could even just Guardian, and then we know we're going to get Cleric value next turn, because he only has this on the board. So let's say if he puts a Direwolf, this goes to 3, this goes to 5. He's still looking for 1, and he has 2 mana left over, so he could play like Juggler, but even that's not that powerful. Or we could go with the Agent and heal, but the Agent's going to die regardless, and drawing cards at this point isn't a big deal, because he only has 5 cards in his hand to begin with. So I kind of like just going with the Guardian. And the reason I killed the Imp is not only because it, you know, discard synergy, but it's a demon. Oh, so he's playing the Zoolock or Zoo Reno or whatever the fuck it's called. I still think we're favored. So now I'm just gonna draw a bunch of cards, man. Or we can just corrupt her. Alright, so if we attack and we attack, this dies to Mortal Coil. If we attack here, I mean, both those characters have to attack anyway, so I'm just going to go face. There's no point not to. We only get punished by Defender of Argus. And if turn 4, if he had Defender, he would have played it. Deal damage to 4. That's fine. Just gonna put shit on the board. We already seen Kazakis. Now we can start. I don't want to power word shield one of these yet because we don't know what it's trading into that we'd want to use this for. So this is where Azure Drake makes sense. But the thing is, we have brand. Oh, shitty drew patches. Feels bad, man. Imp, deal 2 to you. That feels fine. Ritual for 2. Why would you even play patches? That doesn't make sense. I guess we'll take out the biggest card on the board. I mean, we could just play around Defender, right? We didn't play around Defender, but I didn't feel like 2 damage face was relevant. 3 damage matters, 2 doesn't. I don't want him to have too big of a board. Because if he has PO, it doesn't matter. Defender does. Direwolf does. So double trade would have been good there. Soulfire, so he can trade. But the second one doesn't make a difference. He discarded Rag. That's huge. Feels good, man. See, if we would have attacked, it wouldn't have... Like, this doesn't matter at all. He's running out of cards. So his tap is going to get more and more valuable as time goes on. Power word shield. This already has the shield on it. This doesn't. So let's shield the one that doesn't have the shield. Draw a card. Holy Nova. That feels pretty good. So he's at 8, and this is 6. So this is 1 off lethal with this. So I guess Twisting Nether's bad, but does he even run Twisting Nether in this particular deck? I don't know. Flame Waker, and then he got Mortal Coil. You know it's gonna kill the ooze. Oh, it didn't kill the ooze. Hey, Lamau. All right, Reno Jackson me, bro. Reset this game. Did he draw the Reno? Oh, man. All right, Imp Gang Boss. That means no Reno Jackson. Feels good, man. Kudos to him for playing an off-meta deck, though. I mean, it's a good deck. Don't get me wrong. It's probably just as powerful as Reno Lock. All right, so we'll play one more. And we'll see if we can finish up this quest we have with win 3 games with any class. And then I guess our next video, we'll if we lose, we'll switch over to Shaman. So we'll just keep switching decks depending on win and loss ratios. But so far, Dragon Priest has been doing really well. I mean, that's just because the deck is broken, but yeah. Like, the only way that this deck performs exceedingly bad is if you play Rogue, if you get a really bad hand, or you just don't draw dragons. Definitely putting 1 cleric back. Twilight Whelp's not bad. Shadow Ward Death really isn't... Like, if he goes with a big Van Cleef, it's nice, but it's not something we anticipate, right? It's not something we're like, oh, he's gonna whip out a giant Van Cleef. We gotta hold Shadow Ward Death. We can just draw into it. So we have a dragon, but we don't have a dragon to play the dragon off of. He starts off with a deckhand into patches from the deck, which means if we play Northshire basically just dies. Do we send Northshire to her doom? No, we're gonna Northshire, we're gonna coin, we're gonna power word shield her, we're gonna get Talon Priest. Ideally, if she doesn't die, we attack the 2/1, we heal her, we draw, we Talon Priest her next turn, and we just basically outvalue the fuck out of this rogue. This is looking pretty good. Not sure if it's the miracle or the tempo yet. We'll soon find out within the next couple upcoming. Ooh, that's really good too. But so we attack here. We're just gonna develop this. There's one thing that Dragon Priest does, and that's just play shit on curve, and it's really good. Like, it's crazy. This deck is so like, it's just craziness, this deck. It's craziness. So if we heal, we can attack and attack, but we can just paint it, and then we don't have to worry about anything. Oh, we're gonna probably end up holding this dragon for all the other dragon activators. Fucking dragon priest, man. All right, we'll play one more. That was I don't really count that as a game. Lol, kek xd. I'm surprised we're actually winning. Most of the time when I think this is like our 4th glass of wine. I'm surprised I'm still able to, like, you know, think. Because we didn't drink at all in New York, right? So if you go from like drinking nothing at all, like 0, to drinking a decent amount, it's kind of, body's not used to that shit. I didn't like any card in our opening hand. We just need to search for the Twilight Whelps, the Oozes, the Northshire Clerics, Shadow Ward Pain, the Madness. There's just a lot of good things that we can do. It's probably even best to hold this, but if you like War Axes, then we Ooze. Like, it's just... This baits out the War Axe. And if he doesn't have the War Axe, then it's like a super powerful turn 1 play. So... It all depends on the situation, mate. And we didn't really pay attention to the opening hands again. So coin War Axe. Fuck me, man. Do we even ooze the War Axe? I guess we only ooze the upgrades, but he upgrades, he attacks with it anyway. Ugh. I would rather ooze an Arcanite. We'll see what he does here. Like, let's say if he upgrades and attacks, then we'll ooze. Because then he plans to upgrade it further. There's no way you'd upgrade and not attack with it. And also we could draw into like a Power Word Shield, because I just don't want this dying to like, ooh, this is bad. Bad things are happening. Oh gosh. So if we would have killed this, he wouldn't have been summoning this. This would have came out. Yeah, we should have oozed. We got greedy. So we're gonna ooze now. I know it's kind of late to ooze, but now he can't play the card that upgrades it because he would have attacked and then it would have had 1 durability anyway. Oh shit, he just has the South Sea Captain. Alright, we're just gonna get fucked. Yeah. What's a card that holds us back? We need like a Twilight Guardian. Yeah, that's not gonna do it. Hit him with that well played. Nothing we can do here, folks. So we're gonna take 7, 10. Nah, yeah, it's Pirate Warrior, man. Came down to not being greedy with the ooze. I didn't think he was gonna rip out the Dread Corsair, had the Charger, and then didn't draw patches. But I mean, you gotta assume that they don't always not draw patches. I don't know. So even if we play that, it doesn't matter. That's Pirate Warrior for you, though. I feel like that was a super quick game too. Fuck it, let's play another one. So we got a cheap win with with our Dragon Priest with the Rogue conceding. And we got steamrolled by the Warrior because we got greedy with the ooze. But you can't even say you got greedy. Like, you lose to an Arcanine Reaper upgrade, right? So it's like it makes sense. It's basically betting whether or not they have like a fucking balls to the walls start, right? And I betted that he didn't. I like keeping the Guardian, especially if we have coin. And Potion of Madness is basically just an instant, you know, at least 2 for 1. Alright, again, I didn't pay attention to how many cards he kept. I'm too busy explaining and doing other things. This is why my win rate is much higher when I don't make videos. It's because we don't pay attention to stuff like that. So if we play this, he can just War Axe. If he doesn't play this, fuck it. He either has it or he doesn't have it. We'll see if another game is if he has it. Fuck off the top. It's pretty amazing. At least that's 3 damage that he didn't, you know, swing at her face. If we play this, we know next turn's like, we can't even coin Guardian. Does another Northshire Cleric die? Let me think. We have Potion of Madness, right? So next turn, yeah. I'm gonna go refill my wine. BRBs. I'm still here, guys. Don't you worry. Oh, I hear bad things. I hear bad things. How many pirates? How many pirates? 2 pirates? 2 piratos. Well, 1 pirato. Coining Norshire Cleric literally accomplishes nothing. Doesn't draw us a card. Prevents a little damage, but not a whole lot of damage. I guess it would have. No, because he would have just traded both creatures. But if you would have traded both, maybe Norshire Cleric was the play. But I figured coining out the Corruptor was a good play too. But it looks like that wasn't the play. We're at 22A. Unfortunately, though, Potion of Madness doesn't directly deal with that Horse Rider, which feels pretty bad. We don't have another dragon, so that really doesn't do too much. So that's pretty good. So we could potion and take this. What else would we take in his deck? A Berserker, but he'd play the Berserker first. It doesn't make a difference whether we take the patches of the Horse Rider because they both trade into that. Okay, so we Corruptor, trade, we have board back. As long as we draw another dragon, the Guardian gets value. And I think we're gonna be in the clear. The one game we did lose is because I played wrong with the ooze, man. So I guess just when in doubt, you just ooze them, right? So look at that. Cabal Shadow Priest 6 takes Horse Rider. Feels great. The only way we wouldn't do this is if we draw a dragon. If we didn't draw a dragon, we take the fuck out of this card. I bet this guy's gonna be so mad. I played the only dragon. Look at that. This card just Kansami Dad the fuck out of this Pirate Warrior. I swear to God, guys, if I look on ladder in a couple days and I see Cabal Shadow Priest floating around and some Dragon Warriors as a one of, just say Warshack sent you. You know what I'm saying? Don't fuck me. So many times, guys, do we make decks, people play them, and other people benefit. Feels bad, man. So we got Shaman and Shaman, Mage, and Warlock. All right, well, we'll end the episode here, and I'm sure we'll continue on with our Dragon Priest Rampage on ladder. I'll catch you guys in the next episode, of course. As always, I'm Warshack, and happy whatever the hell day it is.